Okay, so I'm going to show you how to share a Google Sheet or a Google document file. Let's get into it. So I'm just going to open a Google Sheet document. And just in case you find yourself comfortable enough with a client, this is a client that you've worked with before, they have already paid you for your package. You're doing work where you're inputting information either on an Excel sheet or on Google Documents. The cool thing about this is instead of using apps like Trello or any job sharing apps, a lot of clients will absolutely appreciate the fact that you've considered to share a file with them, especially for telephone call jobs where they can see what the responses are in real time. And it's kind of our neat way of showing them, okay, this is what I'm doing. And it kind of shows accountability. And all of a sudden, it is no longer about clocking your time, but the value of work that you're giving. So just in case you want to share a file with a client or with a coworker, this is how you do it. Now, on the top right corner where the green button says share, all you have to do is click on it. And to share a document or sheet, you have three options that you can give to somebody you're sharing it to. So let me show it to you now. Where it says get link, you're going to click on change. And if you notice, it says anyone with the link, and you're going to click this down arrow. So if you want to restrict it, you click restrict. It by default is restricted. And the reason why I said that, let me show you. When it is restricted, your file is going to have this padlock beside the share button. It is by default a restricted file. If you want to open it so people can view it, you have to come here and say, click change to anyone with the link. And here are your options. You can share it with somebody to view your document only. Just to view it, they cannot make any changes, cannot delete anything, just view it. That's the first option. The second option is you can share it with somebody to be a commenter, so they can make comments on stuff that you're doing on it, but they still cannot delete, cannot change anything on it, but they can only make notations on it. And thirdly, they can be an editor. This is as if you're making them an administrator. They can delete, they can add, they can also share. That's the option that you have when you are sharing your Google Sheet or your Google Documents. Now, in this case, we are going to, let's say, for instance, it's one of my clients. We have a long-standing relationship. I want them to have access to the document to make changes, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be leaving notes for them to add information or to take information from it. So I'm going to choose editor for this one. And if you notice, it says copy the link. All you have to do is copy the link here and click done. And all you have to do, you can send it, whether you send it to them on Fiverr, through email, through a social media platform. When they get the link and click, they are going to get the same access that you have with the file. And if you did not get the chance to click copy link in there, all you basically have to do is just come to the URL box, copy and paste it just the same. And it's the same thing that goes for, let me see, it's the same thing that goes for the document. If you should notice, right here, you can see that the padlock is there. It's this absolute same procedure. You're going to decide whether you want them to be a viewer, a commenter, or an editor. Make the choice, click it, copy the link, click done, and that's it. Now this file is shareable. Now, please note, if you do not share it, if you do not give access to it, and where the share button is, it has the padlock. When you send it to somebody, they will not be able to open it. But the cool thing about Google is it gives them the option to send to you to give them access. So you can do it that way, but it's just much better if you open the file to the get-go, sending them the link. So that is how you share your files from Google Sheets or Google Docs. That's it.